I don't see any rules. That is weird. That is really weird. But let's see what's in this bag here. In this bag are the rules. Okay. Hey everyone, this is Thecos, and I'm really excited today because today I got something really huge for you, and that is my pledge of Ashes Ascendancy. This is really exciting. I pledged this on Kickstarter, like this a dual and also soloable card game. Especially it's like a dual card game with like pre-constructed decks, but you could also like build your own decks. And like this also has like a solo and cooperative boss mode if you have the expansions for that. So this is like the huge box. I mean, it's like way too large to fit on screen, so I will just do it like this. I don't want to like go up any further because we don't see anything anymore, right? You will be taking a look into the box anyway. And yeah, what I did is like the older version, Ashes Reborn, I had like quite a bit there as well, but I sold all of that off. So I could go all in here. That means today you will see the all-in pledge of Ashes. So if you have everything that Ashes has, then you have this, what will be showing today. So very exciting. All right, then as usual, grab yourself a cup of tea and let's do this. All right, there we go. So, yeah, this is going to be a huge box to unbox, but I don't think the unboxing will be too long because the game mainly consists of cards and dice. So, let's just see. Let's just open this up here. By the way, if you look at the sides, that's pretty cool. The side here, you see like all of these symbols here. There's like all the different, like, do you call it magic? Like different magic types, right? Where you also have the dice for. So yeah, we will see the dice in just a moment. Okay, yeah, it's a huge box, but actually, like if you like think about what you have in here, it's quite okay. Oh, interesting. We have like these straps here. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, so let's check this out. As I said, I don't think this will take too long because, yeah, I mean, there is just mainly cards and dice, right? And this here we can just take out. Let me just do that partly off screen here, just like this. So we have like this part on top, and then we have this part here on the bottom. Okay, very cool. And then we also have like this mysterious bag here. So let's take a look at this bag. What's in here? I don't see any rules. That is weird. That is really weird. But let's see what's in this bag here. In this bag are the rules. Okay, there we are. So actually, these are almost the same rules as back then, right? Like this one, the Chimera rulebook is the same as back then. So they still have like several different rulebooks. Okay, so let's see. Let's just start here. Here we have the board for the this is only for the Chimera, I think. This is like when you play against the boss, and Dragonborn, I'm not quite sure at the moment what that is. It almost also looks like some kind of enemy. I'm not quite sure. But maybe that's just actually for the player. But since you can also play the 2-player account, I don't quite know why that's just one. But you can still do the same thing that you could do in the old version of the game. Just like punch these out, right? And then you have like a double layer, so to speak. So you can put in your dice here. That is put in the dice here. That's pretty cool, actually. I like that. So this is like your dice, right? This is like for the Chimera. Chimeras are like the bosses you can fight against. And then what we also had in the envelope were like these tokens. I should have, since I'm all in, I should have alternative tokens for those, right? So I shouldn't need those. Okay, very cool. And then we also have like the rule books here. So that's like one of the biggest hopes that I have, that this game actually like fixed the rules, because in my opinion, the rules were not very good in the old version, right? I really had a hard time understanding the game. So I really hope that they like fixed the rules, made them a little bit better. So yeah, okay, Ashes Ascendancy, PvP. Okay, that's like PvP, and that is everything in there, I guess. Okay, interesting. I will mainly play it like solo and cooperative, I think, but this game is also very good if you like play it against one another. All right, And I think that's all in the envelope. Yep, nothing else in there. All right, then we can just continue. Here we have like these blocks here. That's for like, for like separating the cards a little bit more. I'm not quite sure if I need those, if I sleeve everything, because I'm definitely going to sleeve everything because yes, I just purchased like 2,000 sleeves for this game. This game has like almost 2,000 cards, right? So, and then here, I think these should be dividers. This is going to be exciting because I didn't have any dividers in my old in my old copy of the game, right? I had like a custom insert in there, but this one here is now, these are now the dividers here. And the quality of the dividers it's okay. It's nothing to write home about, but it's okay. Okay. So very cool. You see like loads of stuff here, right? These are like all the different like player decks you can have. Like so many. Look at this. So many. Oh man, I will have a great time playing this. Red Rain Ceremonial. I don't know what that is, to be honest. Illusion. I think these are the different magic schools, so to speak. I'm not quite sure how they're called. And then here are the Chimera decks. These are the bosses. And I had all the bosses in my copy, I think, but there is a new one that they added. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think the End of Argaia, I think that's a new one, right? I'm not sure about the Flood of Moon Cove, but the others I think I know. And this one should be the new one here. And then here, Artifice Magic. I'm not quite sure what all of that is. Campaign catalog, reference cards, and 2 empty ones. Okay, very cool. And then also we do have like these nice inserts here that you can just take out. I really like that you can just take out the top like this. That's really cool. Wingspan has something similar in the nesting box, and I really like that. And then here you see like we can just open this up, and there are like these inserts here, like we can like put in all kinds of stuff. Very cool. I think I may have just shaken the camera. If I did, I'm sorry. And here the same thing, I think. Yeah, just more insert stuff. Okay, very cool. All right, let me get that out of the way because we have taken a look at that now. Next up, we have like everything that's in the box here. So we have mainly like cards and dice in here, right? Let's just take like a look at what we have here. Let me just take out one of these decks here. Can I take one out like from the side? Well, actually, I can also do that. Oh, these are like this is already like one of the chimeras here. I think just taking a deck from anywhere doesn't really make sense, right? Let's just take one from the side here. That's not quite it. Give me a moment. Maybe from here. Getting these out is kind of hard, but I mean, I will not like put them as tight as they're in here. Wait, I don't know. Let's just open one of those up. These aspects here, these are for the chimeras. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so these are like the different aspects here for the chimeras. I think there are like 2 different aspects per chimera, like per boss you can play against. You see here? I think this should be the same chimera. Where do you see that again? I'm not quite sure. But here's the like wave aspect, right? And then here's the abyss aspect. I think these are for the same chimera, just different, just the different aspects, right? And they have like behaviors, like different phases, and they have like ready spells, and also they have like different levels, right? So that's pretty interesting. Then here is the one of the Phoenixborn, for example. Nermine Hymtide, I don't know her yet. And then like all like this is like her deck, right? The spell. So this is actually like a very like traditional like dual game, but there are like a few changes here. Like one change is that there is no mulligan anymore, like you have in other games. Mulligan means that you can just just draw your hand of cards at the beginning from your deck. And then if you don't like them, you can like discard a number of cards, draw that many cards again, and draw and like shuffle the discarded cards back into the deck, right? So you can like redraw again if you don't like your cards. That's fine, but it doesn't really help if the second hand you draw is also bad, right? And they have like something different. They have like the top 4 or top 5, it's called, I think. I don't know I think your hand card size was 5, I think, at the beginning. And you can just like take any cards from your deck that you want for the beginning, right? And the rest you shuffle. You can just choose which cards to start with. And I think that is amazing. And also, like, another thing you have is you actually have like dice that you roll. And we can take a look at the dice now. Like, for example, like, you see like they have different colors because they belong to different, I don't know, magic or conjurations. I'm not quite sure how it's called, right? And they're like different symbols here. And with these symbols, you can do things that are on your cards, right? You can activate specific things with these dice, which is really cool. I admit I haven't played the game in a few months, so I can't tell you 100% how it worked anymore, but I remember that I really like this a lot. And you see, like, there are loads of dice here, right? You have like these cool blue ones here with the frogs and the leaves. We have like these red ones here that have like the daggers and also like these goats. So yeah, and these like do different things depending on like the magic school that you have. I don't know if they're called magic school. Maybe they're also used called conjurations, right? And like if we would take a look at the other cards, you would see that they're all are like similar, right? So this is like just for another deck of the Phoenixborn here. So let me just open that up as well, right? Just more decks, different cards, right? That's pretty much what the game is. It's like a pure card game with a few dice and tokens. You just choose like a Phoenixborn you want to play with, and then you either choose a chimera to play against, or you choose you just play a versus game with your chosen Phoenixborn. So last thing that we can take a look at. Can we actually look under here? Is there anything under here? I don't think so, right? No, nothing under there. Under the insert, so to speak. But what we also have, because I like have all the deluxe stuff here, is this stuff here. So if you have known my channel for a while, you should like know, or at least have an idea that I'm not a huge all-in guy, right? I usually don't like go all in for all games and stuff like that. I only do that for games that I really enjoy. Like Aeon's End is like a game where I'm all in, right? And the new wave will be shipping in a few months. Of course, I went in there as well, just because I love the game so much. This one here, I went all in because I really, really like the game a lot. I don't know if it will reach the heights that Aeon's End has, for example, or Spirit Island, like games I absolutely adore. I'm not sure yet, but we will have to see. But I hope so. I think this game has a lot of potential to rise even higher. So here, this is, I think, the star player token, just like acrylic here, right? Pretty cool. I mean, of course, I always like prefer like something like wood, right? But I'll also take like a nice acrylic tokens. So then here we have like blue and red tokens here. Look at these. These look very nice. Oh, these actually look and feel very, very nice. Very cool. And then here the red ones and green ones, they are pretty similar actually. Yeah, also like really nice acrylic tokens. And also we do have like higher red ones here and these black ones. Oh, these are nice. I actually don't remember what these do, to be honest. Are these new? Maybe these new to Ascendancy. So if you buy this game, you will not get this, right? When you buy this game like regularly, what you will get is like the starter set, which is just like a few decks and stuff, right? The starter set isn't very large when you get Ascendancy, right? But you can also get the old Ashes Reborn, old so to speak. I mean, it's still the same thing, right? Because you get like a base set, either Reborn or Ascendancy, and then you get like more decks and more dice and all of that kind of stuff that you want to get to enhance the game, to like just increase like the number of options you have. And with Ascendancy, they offered the option to say, okay, you know what? If we want to have everything, then just go all in here, right? But there are like these two base sets. I think there aren't any other base sets, just Ascendancy or Reborn. It doesn't really matter which one you get actually, right? I think it makes sense if you don't want to go in too deep that you get Reborn. And if you like say, okay, this is something that you really like, you want to get in like very deep, then it makes sense to probably try to get this big box here because you can fit everything in there. I'm not sure if this big box is actually needed, because if I sleeve everything, the cards are all down here. And then like at the top, there were also like there was also another row for cards. I don't know if that's needed, but maybe they will also like release more in the future, right? But yeah. Very, very cool. So one thing I want to show you before we stop this video is this one here. These are like some of my favorites, right? They have like these musical notes on here. Let me take them out. Just because like these are some of my favorite dice. They have like either these horses here. Well, I mean, yeah, that's okay, I guess. But these music notes are really cool. I really like that. I mean, I'm a huge music guy, so so this is like really, really cool. And also, these are pretty nice, like the white golden ones here. I think I've also used those, right? I think I've also used those in Reborn. There's like one of these that is new, but I'm not quite sure which one that is. There's like one of these colors that is new, but yeah. Well, so what I will do these days is just sleeve all of that, and then I will just start playing not my first games, because I've already played like a Reborn, but my first games with the new set. All right, well, I guess that pretty much concludes my unboxing of Ashes Ascendancy. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for sticking to the very end. I really appreciate that. As usual, I would like to thank you all for your support. Especially I want to give a shout out to my generous patrons. The biggest thanks go to Thecos for supporting me at the highest tier. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. You can also support me by watching, liking, and commenting on my videos, subscribing to my channel, support me on Patreon, and join my Discord server to hang out with me and my amazing community. All right, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the very next video or on my Discord server. Take care, everyone. Stay safe, and cheers.